welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. Today we are leaving this, actually, doing some contracting. The sugar beet needs to all be done. We're already up to about 10% full. So this is going to keep us very busy today. However, we are also looking at doing our next round of selling off. So we've got the Soyghum here, and looking at the price of this, it's really interesting. I might see where we are in a little bit, to be honest. County Stores is still on the way up. British Grain is saying it's on the way down, but has hit the top price. We're looking at a possible top price in January, but if we exceed that, then we will probably do it now. In fact, yes, I think with that hitting the top price, but County Stores going up, what we're going to do is we'll keep going with the sugar beet initially here, keep this going, and then in a couple of hours we will check on the price and see how much is going. In fact, I think the best thing for us to do right now is probably jump in our truck and get it filled up with the sorghum. That way, as soon as that top price hits, or as soon as that top price is exceeded, if it does, then we can go and grab it and make sure we make the most of it. We are at 58,000 at the moment. We're looking at earning quite a bit. You can see in the rearview mirror the sugar beet harvester going there. There we are. This is going to take a few trips for us to do. Oh, let's move a little bit further forward, I think. Yeah, about there will be good. So yeah, this will make us a lot of money. We can take about 30,000 litres. In fact, we can take exactly 30,000 litres at a time. So we'll park this here, ready to go. And I'm going to jump into the John Deere and the overloader so that when this comes down this side here and approaches the bottom, we can do this. We're about halfway through the headlands on this contract. It's got a 6 headlands, I think we set. Oh no, we're more than halfway. We're 2/3 of the way through, because this is the 4th headland. It's got 6 to make it easily turn at the sides as it's going through the lands, and that then will do fairly nicely for us to unload this. We'll completely unload the harvester and see where we are. If it's... I don't think actually it's going to be that full, interestingly enough. Right, let's reverse out of this. Yeah, only 37% off there. So we'll fill this up, and then we'll go and take the first load in our big man truck. I was going to use the man truck to do the sorghum. And we might still, actually, once we've got the first load off this. But initially, we're going to use our own lorry that we got on the farm to do it. With the amount of sorghum we've got on here, we're maybe expecting to hit 90 to 100,000 pounds off selling it off. Because we've got a really good bonus at the moment on the environment score, so that's great. That will give us a massive boost from that side of things. We also have we also got this rising price. It's already gone over 900 at the one we're watching that's rising, and in fact even British Grain, where it was saying that it was dropping, has gone up by £1, is now above the maximum price. So keeping an eye on that, seeing how things go. We are in for a very good amount of money, I think, off that sorghum, if we can keep an eye on it and sell at its peak. It does seem to be getting there, and I'm not expecting the price to be high in January this year. I think we're gonna continue, if we're hitting the high price now, I think January is going to be very late for it to hit the high price later. Doing lots of fun here, trying to get this to fill it up. We've got almost the whole way around the field, which shows the difference that you get as you go round each headland. We're on the 5th headland here, and it's not, we've not had a full tank or a full trailer worth since it started along this back edge here. So yeah, we're definitely getting diminishing our returns on the headlands, which isn't surprising, seeing as the headlands are getting smaller. And in fact, because this is having to go further around the field to get the same amount of crop, we're actually ending up with a bit of a slower bit of progress here now. But that's good. That is going to feed into what we want to do today quite nicely. Let's top this off. I'm hoping coming around the corner here, it's got enough just to top the top of this off, because as it makes it round here, we have the trailer sitting there ready to go. In fact, yeah, that is. So let's bring this out here and round, try and position ourselves next to our lorry. I need to raise the top of that. Can I get it to do it? Yeah, there we go. So if I raise that right up to there, that should get over the edge of the truck now. And I might have to just turn this round. Not going to reverse very easily. It tends to be the case with one of these rear steering trailers. They can be a bit of a pain to turn or to reverse. Here though, we're all right. And then pull it far enough out. I'm still going to have to reverse it. But if I can get far enough away from the trailer, it will then just go over the top and unload into that. And while it's unloading, what I can do is go and check what's happening with the price of our sorghum. So yeah, you can see here the price for British grain is still rising, despite the fact that it's coming down. So that is now well above our expected high of 934. So let's go and tip this down at British grain, and then we'll see where the price is at that point. But yeah, it looks like we might want the other truck down there as well. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase, just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. Down at British Grain, let's see if we can avoid hitting the trailer on the roof of this time. Bring it round, pop out, and yeah, straighten up a bit, and we can back right into here. We'll try tipping about half of it first. That should avoid hitting the roof. Bringing the trailer back down and then doing it again. I think that... Let me just open it from here. Yeah, I'm not sure this trailer does. One of these trailers does have a belt on it. I don't think it's this one. Stop. Let it come down. And then tip the rest. Like that, and that should, with any luck, avoid hitting the roof. Yeah, this is not the one with the conveyor in the bottom. There is one of the trailers available, one of the cramped trailers available, that does have that, and allows you to tip the tip without lifting the trailer. Unfortunately, this is not one. Our harvester still needed unloading though before we got back to the field. It did an entire round of the field actually. Got another headland, so the 6th headland did fill it up, and I'm fully expecting the harvester to accelerate at this point rather than stop, which would be more helpful. Yep, there it goes. Foot on the pedal because it's about to do the lands. And I'm hoping that we are going to empty it before then. Yep, and we have. So let's get the truck back here, and then we need to see how much sorghum how much our sorghum can sell for. Pulling underneath and unloading into the trailer. Let's have a look. Soyghum 935, 904, 930. I think we're going to drop one load into British Grain at this 935 price, simply because that is a good price. That is above the 934 we're heading for, and it means we should get it for the best price we can, even if the price drops from this point. And because British Grain is also where we're taking the sugar beet, perfect opportunity to kill two birds with one stone and go and take this at the same time. We've not got a full trailer. We are at 44,391, so 74% full, but it should be fine. That is going to work pretty well for us. Yeah, our sugar beet harvester might be full by the time we get back. But if we set this here, in fact, if I bring this round here, I've already started up the field. I should be able to align that. Put that on follow me, like so. Do we have a... Yeah, we have a driver. Perfect. Right, and as this is the slower truck, we can lead the way with this. And let's start selling the sorghum. With the sugar beet going down to British Grain as well, it's actually a pretty good place for us to be selling our sorghum to. It means that we can easily keep the sugar beet field working. We can take both these trucks down here at the same time to unload. And yeah, basically means an entirely a pretty efficient way of running everything here. So let's bring this to here. We'll stop the hired worker on here. So take you off. Bring this then into here a little bit as well until we can get our other truck out of the way. And yeah, I'm just going to go and empty the harvester. And this is where having the overloader for the sugar beet harvester, for the sugar beet, comes in really useful. Because I can keep the harvester moving. We've got this up at the field all the time, ready to empty while our lorry is away, while our truck is away. And we're able to basically just keep things moving a lot more smoothly than they would otherwise. Coming to the end of the row, and the harvester is empty. Our trailer isn't quite full, but it's full enough for us to get a decent load for our truck when it comes back. So let's get this back up to the top end of the field, and then we'll go and empty the two trucks and get them back to the farm so that we can start the whole thing over again. So let's get this unloaded. Bring it around. Keep an eye in the rear view mirror here. Oh, look at that. Right, we can go back in the gears. And this one won't hit the roof. Part of the reason why I've got this truck. Tip it up. There we go. And how much are we selling this for? We are 924. Wow, that's really dropped. So we're now actually below best price. And this is what I always fear when seeing something hitting best price and waiting a little bit. You end up with actually your best price dropping down a bit. Now, it might be County Stores is still on the way up, and it might go higher than that. But even now, we're higher at the old watermill than we are at British Grain. We have made £30,000 on that, though. So it's not a bad amount of money, and we're still going to make a huge amount from it. But it is, yeah, we are in a position where we're not making quite as much as I was looking at making at the start of today. And hopefully the price will continue to rise at County Stores, and we might get that best price again. But as it stands at the moment, there's not a huge amount of point in selling at selling here So everything's turned around and not a massive point in selling here. I think we might have to change our plans a little bit, or just keep a close eye on that price and see if anything changes. So getting this back up to the yard again, I'm going to refill with more sorghum. We do want to go and sell. I am definitely in two minds now about which way to go with this, but we do want to fill this up. So we'll leave that filling. I'm going to turn the engine off. We can leave that there. This, though, this needs to get back to the field and unload because our harvester is already ready to be refilled. I think the best choice I've got for this here is going to be to empty our overloader, go and refill the overloader up, and then refill this trailer. Scare the pigs a little bit, but they're fine. And then we will be able to get a full trailer of sugar beet this time and get that delivered. So let's unload this. And then when the overloader is empty, we'll head down the field. We'll refill off the harvester. And yeah, we should then have enough space in this overloader to take a full second load off the harvester, I think. It's one of those things, the days are short and the jobs are long, and we need to get the rest of this field knocked out. It is, I mean, we are over halfway through this field, and we are swiftly getting through the longer parts of it. So that's good news. We're doing okay today, but it's going to be a close one. It's not going to finish this contract today. Never really was expecting to, if I'm honest. We're always looking at this contract going over 2 days, which is why I didn't take the potato contracts, because they would have been out of the harvesting window, whereas the sugar beet is in the harvesting window until the end of this month. So it's still very realistic. And yeah, we're going to get this harvester emptied, load up our truck, and get that down to unload it again. And the price of the sorghum is once again going up at British Grain. It's really, really weird what the price is doing. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is go back down there again. I think we're better off holding off on the price of sorghum today. We're gonna have a good chance to sell tomorrow again. So yeah, the price is definitely going up again, and we're below best price. So we're chasing best price. Will we get it again? I honestly don't know. But we're back down at British Grain and lining ourselves up to get this load of sugar beet done. Sugar beet price must be fairly good at this time of year as well. It normally is. And ideally, whatever excess, we kind of want to sell using this truck. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Let's back this up here. And we can have a look at this, actually, while we're doing this. Let's just get this tipped mostly up there first. And before it hits the ceiling, bring it back down. We are 60% of the way through the contract and 47% transported. In fact, we are now 51% transported. Price of sugar beet at the moment is 267 is the best price. 262 is what's targeted. So yeah, at the moment, we kind of want to get this contract finished because we want to be selling the excess sugar beet for the maximum profit we can as well. This will likely be our last load for today, I think. I think what we'll do is go and empty the harvester one more time. So we'll leave our man truck running here and go and empty the harvester. I think it's on the way back this way. Yep. In fact, just in time, the harvester needs unloading again. And it's down this end of the field. So that actually is a pretty good place to stop the harvester, I think. Let's get it unloading. So we'll get it to unfold its auger. And then jump out and just jump in here and stop it. There we go. Empty out what we've got in here into here, and then we'll unload as much of this as we can into the trailer. The rest can remain overnight in this, and we'll be good. But that is a very nice load off of here. Another 40-odd thousand litres, I think it is. Yeah, 40,913. I'm liking this overloader setup with the harvester and everything. It is working very, very well for us. So let's turn the lights off. Well, back this off. Yeah, we are 2/3 of the way through this field. We'll be a little bit more once we have delivered this as well. We have been chasing the value of the sorghum all day, and yeah, didn't quite catch it at its best price. We can only hope that tomorrow it hits its best price again. That would be very nice. I want to maximize this. I wonder if we can get enough money to be able to buy this field before we finish the contract on here, because I'd love to know what happens if you buy a field before a contract is ended, and I might give that a quick experiment and sort of save the game and go from there. So there we are. That's done. And yeah, I'm gonna take this down to the grain silo, or the British grain, and get this sold or get this delivered. So we'll be ahead of 66% next time. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.